Hello everyone, welcome to Modern Mobile Mindset. This is a new YouTube channel, so if you like this video, please subscribe. So today we're going to be covering three stories revolving around the recent divorce of two celebrities, actors actually. Their names are, I'm going to refer to them as Sofia V and Joe for ease of pronunciation. They're getting divorced after 7 years of marriage. So first we'll cover their story about their divorce and why they're getting divorced. And then spoiler alert, there is a second article about one of their sobriety issues. And then there's a third story about Sofia V living like a passport bro in Italy. So let's go to the first article now that I've discussed the outline of today's video. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong article. Okay, here we go. Sofia V and her husband Joe have separated and are divorcing after 7 years of marriage. Page 6 can exclusively reveal. So it looks like they have the intel on their marriage. Maybe their friends were talking. Who knows the situation over there? So anyway, the couple tells Page 6 in a statement, "We have made the difficult decision to divorce. As two people that love and care for one another very much, we politely ask to respect our privacy at this time as we navigate this new phase of our lives." This modern family beauty is currently celebrating her 51st birthday in Italy with a posse of friends, but with no Joe or her wedding ring. Now, normally I would respect their privacy, but she's posting an awful lot of public Instagram photos, and this is why there's a lot of these news stories. So I figured, let me cover this. We're a new YouTube channel. This is what people want to hear about, not my philosophy of hit 'em and how to live a great life. So let's continue with the story. The source added, Sophie and Joe has been growing apart for a while now, and are taking some distance from each other to contemplate their future. All right, that sounds more like a separation than a divorce, and this article called it a divorce. But let me not jump to conclusions, since that can happen while trying to read these long articles and while trying to report on the story at the same time. So it looks like it's a separation, but they called it a divorce in the title. And sometimes these news articles just want to get eyeballs or clicks, so they'll call it one thing when it's really another thing. I definitely am not into that clickbait, so you should not be experiencing any of that on my YouTube channel. Anyway, I proceed. The couple has last seen together last month in Hoboken, New Jersey. Oh, I'm a New Yorker. I guess they're nearby. As Sofia visited Joe, 46, on the set of his new project, Nanas, with Vince Vaughn. Let me add, before I continue, the age-year difference, in case any people feel a certain way of age gaps, relationships. She's actually older by 5 or 6 years. I believe she's 51, as they were saying something about her 51st birthday, and he's 46. And this is them before separating, during good times, more good time photos. It's a nice, happy-looking couple. If I saw them, I thought they'd be hitting it off well. So Sofia, a judge on the NBC hit America's Got Talent. Okay, she's a judge on America's Got Talent, which I believe is some sort of singing competition show. She's in Capri with her best friends and living her best life, posting a series of sexy photos on Instagram. So earlier in the article, they said she was contemplating things, but I don't. It seems like she's just living her best life. So I'm not sure. Maybe some people can do both at the same time. I'm one of those people who are either one or the other. I'm either contemplating things or living my best life, but everyone's different, and I know I'm pretty extreme. So, but it is what it is. Kudos to her to be able to contemplate things and live her best life if that is what she's doing. But Joe's absence has not gone unnoticed by fans on Instagram, as Sofia later posted a photo with the message, "When life gives you lemons, you come to Italy to squeeze them." All right, so let me just address this come up on the big screen before proceeding with the article. So essentially, if if followers of Passport Bros are already aware of the definition of Passport Bros or what they do, they essentially go over. My TV just turned on. Where's my remote? Anyway, I'm just going to ignore that. Here we go. So, for the people who are not familiar with what that women can do Passport Bros, and they could act like a Passport Bro. And basically, Italy is the number one spot. So if you say, oh, Passport Bros just go to Thailand for girls as opposed to enjoy a nice vacation with some coconuts. I went to Thailand in January and drink a lot of coconut water fresh from the coconut. I went there just to experience a country like that for the first time since of all the countries I've visited, I've never experienced a developing world country before. I just wanted to see what that was like just because I've been so first world all my life. Even when I went to Morocco, even when I go to Jamaica, I typically stay on the hotel side. I wanted to just sort of feel like that, especially since I've been spending a lot of time in Tokyo. And Tokyo is very well off, just like America is. So I digress. So essentially, Italy apparently is the spot for women to do their Passport Bro stuff. So I will call the ladies who are Passport Bros, I'll call them Passport Ladies, and I'll call the men Passport Bros. So essentially, she's going to Italy to do this, which it's all fair because she's no longer in a relationship. She's at least taking a separation or a divorce based on whether you're reading the story or the title on this article. So back to the article. One wrote, "Is anyone else wondering where's Joe?" While another said, "Wondering where the husband is. He hasn't shown up in any photos or videos." All right, so it says Joe also raised eyebrows, posting a boring, bland birthday post. I'm speed reading at this point. I don't need to read the whole article for everyone here. Am I the only one who doesn't like how it sounds? Sofia, happy birthday. This is me paraphrasing. These are more photos of them in good times. Okay. I mean, they're rich. They should be having a good time. And then let me just go to the main screen and say, hey, if you're married or if you're in a relationship and you're not happy, just get divorced. Just break up. This is a lot better story than some guy in the middle of nowhere's, doing something bad to his family or kids, or some woman doing something doesn't make sense. So I think it's a happy story. They've been together for 7 years or married for 7 years, in a relationship probably even longer. Most people's relationships can't make it past the 2-year mark. It's a happy story. So she's living her good life. Let's go back to the pictures and article. So no one out there is even attempting to pretend that it's not over. It's over. It's done. All right. So the couple wed in a lavish Palm Beach ceremony in November 2015 in front of 400 guests. So again, guys, I'd say treat marriage like investing. I'm going to go to the big screen. You should have your money in buckets. So have a money for fun, have money for savings, have money for investing. If something happens to your fund money or investment money, even if you're the most amazing investor in the world, even if you make $1 million off investing, have $10,000 in your savings. If your living expenses are $3,000 a month, heck, make it $18,000 in your savings. And if you're so great at investing, whatever it is, I'm not being facetious here, just compound that money, but just never take out of your savings. Just keep doing your amazing stuff in your investment account, but have buckets. And then these people have a lot of money, so they had a lavish wedding. If you're going to have a bucket for the wedding, make sure you have the money for savings, money for investing. And again, the money for savings is for emergency funds or who knows what life sends you. We're not 300-year-old people. We don't know what's going to happen. Even if you are experienced, even if you're 30, 40, 50 years old, the world is changing. We just had Corona a few years ago. So let's go back to the article. And I won't make any more digressions here. So, they had a bunch of her Modern Family co-stars. Shout out to Modern Family, even though I probably haven't even watched full episode of that. I do like the concept of that TV show. My opinion of the TV show is it covers probably like 6 or 7 different families that aren't traditional types. Maybe one or two moms. Maybe one is a mom and 2 fathers. I think it's an interesting concept. I think it's good TV. If you have the time to watch that and you're not watching sports. I like to watch basketball. So anyway, Reese Witherspoon and Channing Tatum were also in attendance. All right, I guess that's their co-workers. So it says Sofia Vergara, who has a 31-year-old son named Marolo with her first husband, Joe Gonzalez, not him. So I guess her first and second husband, unless she's had multiple marriages. I'm not going to check into that. I'll just go with what the article is telling us. So her first husband, Joe, they had a 31-year-old kid. Now she's 51, so I guess that's when she was 20. And then, so, all right, let me just go back. Vergara, who has a 31-year-old son named Manolo with her first husband, Joe Gonzalez, and, and Joe Manganiello, first met through the actress's former co-star Ferguson at the White House Correspondents' Association dinner in 2014. Okay, so it's like a 9-year relationship when she was engaged to businessman Nick Loeb. Okay, look, she's an attractive woman. Let me go back to the big screen. I will say this, and I'll make an actual wall video just solely on the wall. This is actually my first focus video, and I'll try and remain on topic here, but she's an attractive lady, even at 51. So look, she's going to go to Italy. She's going to be a passport bro. She's going to have her fun. Girls go to Italy to not be single, but to hook up, essentially. So if I was in Italy and not Tokyo right now, I've never been with someone of that age, but she looks pretty good. And there's different versions. Everyone has a little bit of a wall. And then I guess if your standards are low enough, you'll never have a complete wall. So if you're 51 and you're very attractive, your wall might be here. It's not going to be all the way up here to where you can't see it. So let's keep that in mind, and I will go back to this here. So all right. So she was engaged to Nick. Look, she's hot property. I have very strict requirements in my dating life. But if a woman has money, if someone's pretty much average, just to prevent a story with a bunch of potential lies, I prefer to deal with younger women with less story to go through. But, you know, if a woman's successful, even with the kid, I can understand how juggling business and a relationship is difficult. So I can understand why being a single mother might have been the best situation for her. And at least whether her first relationship that made that 31-year-old son was good or not, she has put in the work and been successful and has taken life seriously. So kudos to Sofia V for that. And then she deserves to party hard in Italy. Be the ultimate passport bro lady in Italy, Sofia. Live that good life, that best life, that queen life. All right. So it looks like Joe Manganiello noticed her amazingness, and he asked for the actress's number a few weeks later when she split from Loeb. All right, so I'm going to speed read through this. Magic Mike, XXL star, that's Joe. That's the guy who's getting divorced. He knew pretty quickly that he had a crush on her, or that he could trust her. And she knew pretty quickly that they could have trust in each other, essentially. And we're both the kind of people who are capable of putting the other person ahead of ourselves. Great. So the relationship started off well. I was capable of putting her wishes ahead of mine, he said, whatever they were, and she was capable of doing the same. Once you have that, you don't have to let go of it. All right, great. So that's essentially their divorce and or split in a nutshell. So we're heading up on, 14 minutes already. All right. I'm going to have to make a part 2 for this video. Thank you.